Hi guys, I'm going to read Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul today. June, Friday. If there's one thing I've learned from my years of being a kid, it's that you have zero control of your own life. Ever since school let out, I haven't had anything I've needed to do or anywhere I've needed to be, as long as the air conditioning was working and the TV remote had batteries in it. I was all set for a relaxing summer vacation. But then, out of the blue, this happened. Pack your bags, we are going on a road trip. This isn't the first time Mom has sprung a trip on us without any warning. Last year, on the first day of summer, she said we were going outside for a few days to visit Aunt Loretta at the nursing home. I wasn't exactly my idea of a fun way to kick off the summer. One time when we visit Aunt Loretta, her roommate grabbed me and couldn't let go until a staffer gave her a chocolate chip muffin. But Mom was just bluffing about going to the nursing home. At breakfast the next morning, she told us where we really going. We're going to Disney World. Me and my brother Rodney were happy because we were both dreading spending the first week of summer vacation playing shuffleboard at a nursing home. But when my little brother Manny heard about the change in plans, he totally lost it. Mom had talked up the Aunt Loretta trip so much that Manny was actually excited about going. We ended up posting our trip to Disney so we could visit Aunt Loretta. You'd think Mom would learn her lesson about surprise trips after that one. I know exactly where this road trip idea came from because the new issue of Family Frolic magazine came in the mail today. If I had to guess, I'd say 90% of everything we do as family comes from ideas Mom gets from that magazine. And when I saw the latest issue, I knew it was gonna get Mom's wheels turning. I flipped through Family Frolic a few times, and I have to admit the picture always make everything look like a lot of fun. But there must be something wrong with our family because we can never measure up to the ones they show in the magazine. I guess Mom's not giving up, though she said this road trip is gonna be awesome and that spending a lot of time together in the car will be a bonding experience for the whole family. I tried to talk her into letting us do something normal, like going to a water park for the day, but Mom didn't want to hear it. She said the whole point of this trip is to do things we've never done before and to have a authentic experience. I thought Mom would have looped Dad in about her road trip idea, but apparently I was wrong because when he got home from work, he seemed just as surprised as a kid. Dad told Mom it was a bad time to be away from work and he didn't want to use his vacation days unless he's absolutely had to. But Mom said there's nothing more important than spending time with your family. Then Dad told Mom he was really hoping to get his boat out on the water this weekend. And if we went on the road trip, he couldn't be able to. Mom and Dad get along pretty well in general. But the one thing that took a fight between them is Dad's boat. A few years ago, Mom sent Dad out to get some milk, but along the way he spotted a boat for sale in someone's front yard, and before you knew it, the boat was in our driveway. Mom was mad that Dad didn't check with her first because having a boat is a ton of work. But Dad said it was always his dream to own a boat and that we could spend every weekend out on the water as a family. So Dad got to keep the boat and he seemed really happy. But things went downhill fast. A few days later, some people from homeowners knocked on our door. They said there were rules in our neighborhood against having a boat parked in front of your house and told Dad he had to move it to the back. The boat sat in the backyard for the whole summer because Dad was too busy and didn't have time to use it. Then in the fall, one of Dad's co-workers told him he'd the boat to protect it from the cold weather. Dad found out it would cost more to the boat than it cost him to buy it, so he decided he'd take his chance. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, when the temperature dropped below freezing, a big crack appeared in the hold. When it started the snow, Dad rolled the boat under the back deck and it sat there all winter. And in the spring, Mom started using it to store all sorts of junk from the house. The next summer, Dad decided he was gonna fix the boat. But when he went to pull it out from under the deck, he discovered a family raccoon lived in our old washing machine. His Dad called and to get rid of the raccoon, but when he heard how much that was gonna cost, he decided to take care of it himself. By the Then Manny had heard about the baby raccoons living in the washing machine, and Mom had to step in. The boat's been sitting there ever since. I haven't heard any stirring sounds coming from under the deck for a while, so I'm guessing the raccoon moved out. Today, Mom told Dad he had to whole rest of the summer to get his boat out of the water, and he pretty much gave up after that. Mom said we were gonna leave first thing in the morning, so we needed to start packing for the trip. She told everyone to bring the bare essentials so we could fit everything in the man van. But by the time we got all our stuff out in the driveway, it was pretty clear we had a space problem. Mom started going through everything, sorting it into two piles, the things we needed and the things we didn't. Roderick was pretty disappointed when some of his essentials didn't make the cut. Mom made me leave a bunch of small stuff behind, which was pretty regulation. Considering that Manny's plastic potty was coming along for the ride. Whenever we take a trip that's longer than 15 minutes, Mom brings Manny's potty just in a case, but I get really uncomfortable when Manny uses it. Push! Mom wouldn't let me and Roderick take any electronics on the trip, even though they barely take up any space. She's always thinking the states don't know how to because they've constantly got their noses 2 inches from a screen. But I'll tell you this, when I have kids, I'm going to let them play with whatever kind of gadgets they want. If you ask me, electronics are the key to family happiness. Even after Mom went through every single item in the driveway and cut out all the things we didn't need, there was still way too much to fit in the van. I suggested we rent one of those giant rational vehicles because we could fit all our stuff in it and have room to spare. The way I see it, if you want the whole family to get along, every needs their own space, and with one of those souped up RVs, we could spend weeks on the road without even bumping into another. But Mom said RVs are too expensive and they get terrible gas mileage, so that put an end to the idea. Roderick said maybe we could get one of those trailers you tow behind the car, which sounded smart to me. But it was pretty clear Roderick was imagining the trailer as a sort of mini apartment for himself. So that wasn't gonna fly either.